Hi everyone, we're going to do something again different today. The belly bands that they make usually for the junk journals. I thought, well, why not make one for a sack? And then you could even slip your card through there. So I'm going to start with this pink base. And I had some just scrapbook paper that I kind of just tore in strips to add to it. I think that I will go ahead and just kind of ink around the edges of it, give it a little bit of color, and then we'll ink around all the other edges too. But it's pretty simple. It's just a matter of gluing a lot of different pictures or whatever you have down. Let's see, I have a mat for gluing. It's such a mess, but we'll use it. Just put that up in the corner. If you don't get it just perfect, you can always cut it off. Turn it over and cut it off. Okay, let's just go ahead and just ink around the rest of it, just around the sides. Okay, and then I think that I will start with a kind of all that paper that I always use. I really like it, just kind of as a base there, and then we'll just build on top of that. So we'll go ahead and glue that down. Kind of just hangs over the edges, which kind of makes it look good. We'll put about right there. And what I have is this teacup, and then just a lot of little things that I just kind of cut out, fussy cut. This was a tag that I had that had music on it. Let's see what this is. Oh, it's a bird cage, which I think this is actually sticky or has a peel off on the back. I accidentally did the wrong side when I did that. I'll just go ahead and stick that down. Well, you know what? Well, that's pretty sticky. I think it'll be okay. We'll just stick it there. Maybe put that right there. I think I will use the blocks for the and like I said, it can hang over a little bit to the edge. That's okay if it hangs over a little bit. I had this heart. Kind of cute there. Put that right there. And we have our little bird. I thought he was cute. Since I had the bird cage on there, it should have a little bird. We'll just put it about right there. Okay, and then on the, well, I did have some of these too. They're just little plastic. They're kind of a plastic leaf. I might end up putting some of those in under there, but first I guess I better get me some mounting blocks here to put behind this. Yeah. Oh, I guess I must have glued that on there. Well, definitely know that it's sticky because it's stuck on there really good. We may have to cut that little rose off. He's just barely hanging on anyway. I guess while I had my ink out, I ink around the edge of this because I like to be able to knock off some of that white that when I cut it, might don't get real close. Okay, that's enough. Okay, let's just put these blocks on. Let's see, I cut this one. There's the other one. We might be able to get by with just two. This is another one that I always say is really quick, because if you go ahead and kind of get a bunch of little pieces ready to go, or different pictures that you have, and then it's just a matter of gluing it all down till you like the way it looks. Okay, and then I think that I might put that off just a little bit to there. Okay, those blocks aren't very thick, so it doesn't really stand up that much. Here are these little plastic things. I think I'm going to try to see if I can glue them in underneath the cup there, because there's a little bit of room. We'll just see. That's a little bit of green there. It was almost getting too much pink anyway, so I think that'll work. Let's put one right here. Yeah, I think that gave it a little bit of green. And then I had, which I'm excited about, I got this Dymo Electra tag at the Goodwill for $7, $7.56. And I did have to order the paper that goes in it, which wasn't real expensive. I got quite a bit of it. And then you can just make your own tags, which is what I did here. And then I kind of cut them out. But I was like, I think I like that. I'd seen it on a video, someone using one, and I thought, oh, I want one of those. And when I looked it up on Amazon, I think it was like around $44 or $50 or something like that. And when I went into the Goodwill one day, I saw that, and I knew right away what it was. If I hadn't seen that on the video or something, I probably wouldn't even known what it was. That was my score for the day. Okay. They're kind of hard to peel off. They're pretty sticky. Oh, there we go. I just kind of put out those words. I thought that was cute. Okay, so now we can put it on our sack, which I have a white sack. I thought that would be prettier than the brown ones that I usually use. And just glue it at the top and at the bottom. And I'll use the fabric picks. If you have a hot glue gun, you might feel more comfortable using that. It would definitely hold it. As far as how far up to glue these, it just depends on how big you don't want to go too far up, because then you wouldn't be able to get your card in between there. And so I'll just center that the best I can. Put that down. And then I made an envelope. I saw where you just take a square envelope and you can fold your own envelope. This isn't the greatest, and it was kind of on the big side, I thought, but it's just the same scrap paper I used here, and then made my envelope, and it just has a little card in there, but it was just to give you an idea then that you could slide this through there and then give that as a gift. And it has the ready-made card with it. You could just use a white envelope. You wouldn't have to decorate an envelope. I think I had some other envelopes that would probably fit that are just white, but I thought that was kind of cool that it matched. So, okay, that was quick, you guys. Again, just, or have all this stuff ready to go, and then it's just a matter of gluing it on, and next thing you know, you got you a sack ready to give, plus the card attached. All right, leave me a comment, guys, and subscribe. Thank you for watching.